Welcome to part 7 of the Marvel vs. Capcom 3 Basics tutorial. Before we go to Off the Grounds and Juggles, which is what I wanted to address first, I actually forgot one quick thing that I want to talk about: the partner system. I'm going to press partner 1 right now, which is going to cause Hagar to come out. So he comes out, he does his thing. Now look what happened. You saw what just happened up there? Watch again. I press it, he comes out, does his thing. Assist OK, assist OK. Here's what that means. When you press a partner and they come out and they do their assist attack, it takes a couple seconds for basically that partner to be able to come out again and do an assist. It's not instantaneous. So right now I call him. Oh, I want him again. See that? He didn't come out. It was not ready. It didn't say assist OK yet. So every time you call out a partner, you have to wait roughly a second, I'd say, before you can call out a partner again. Now, the other important thing about this is when you call out a partner, oh, I want to tag out. You saw what happened? It was delayed. I couldn't tag out immediately. So same thing, when I call out a partner, I want to tag in Wesker. I'm holding it. Nope, it never worked. Saw that? Because I was trying to tag out before it said assist OK. So anytime that you call out a partner, you have to wait for it to say assist OK before you can do another partner assist or to tag out to another character. Okay. Now on to what we were going to talk about, Off the Grounds and Juggles. Off the ground is a term used to describe when basically a opponent is knocked onto the ground and then you find a way to lift them back off the ground to continue a combo or an attack. And it's commonly referred to as an OTG. So if you ever heard someone talking about an OTG, that stands for off the ground. So first of all, to do an off the ground, you have to find a way to knock your opponent onto the ground. So we're going to do a very basic combo here with Wesker. We're going to do a launch, then we're going to do 3 hits. It's going to be medium, heavy, and special. You saw what happened there. Captain America got knocked onto the ground. Now what we're going to do is we are going to attempt to extend that combo by doing a move that Wesker has. To do this move, you actually hold down towards and heavy punch. And as you see, what he does, he pulls out his magnum and he blows your foot off, because he's a jerk like that. But this actually is a move that has off-the-ground properties. So let me show you what I mean. I'm going to do the same thing I just did, but as soon as I land, I'm going to do the gun, and what happened? Wesker actually shot the ground, which caused Captain America to be popped back up, okay? And by doing that, it's going to allow me to continue the combo, either with Wesker or with a helper. So, 1, 2, 3... boom, jab, and then I can do whatever I want. It's actually really hard to combo off of that jab. So rather than doing that, I'm going to show you how to do an advanced combo using an off the ground and a partner assist. So we're going to use partner 1, which is Hagar's steel pipe assist. Comes out and bashes you with a pipe over your head. So what we're going to do, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to do 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. We're going to land. As soon as I land, I'm going to press that Hagar assist. Then I'm going to do that off the ground gun, and you're going to see what happens. Now you saw what just happened? Hagar came out, was starting to swing. My gun blast took Captain America off the ground, which allowed Hagar to hit him with the pipe, and I was able to continue the combo. I'm going to do the same thing now, but I'm actually going to continue the combo even further. Here we go. So see what I did? I was able to relaunch Captain America and continue to hit him in midair. I didn't do a very good job. He was actually a little bit high, and I couldn't really get up to him. Let's try that again. Oops, wasn't ready. And that's going to miss. He's going to be able to block that. He would have been able to block that. Let's try that one more time. It all depends on timing. Obviously, this is the first time I'm even trying this combo. So I'm not sure what the proper timing is to actually get the... Oh, you know what I'm doing? I'm hitting the wrong button when I'm up there. Remember when I said when you launch it's medium, heavy, special? And I'm not doing that. I'm screwing up. So let's do this again. Medium, heavy, special. See that? So I basically did the same combo twice. I launched, medium, heavy, special, assist off the ground, launch, medium, heavy, special. So that's an example of an off-the-ground combo that allows you to continue the combo. Now one thing you're going to see, I'm going to try to do it twice. I'm going to try to off-the-ground twice. It's not going to work. Oops, sorry. You see what happened there? My helper was not ready to come out. they've purposely did things like this. They made it so that that's why there's delay between assists, so that you can't repeatedly call the same assist out over and over and over in order to do the same combo over and over and over. So you can only usually do 1 or 2 rotations of these sort of combos before basically that's it, the combo ends. So ideally what would be a really good combo here is if Wesker has super like he does. Here's what I'm going to do. Oops, I didn't call it the helper, hold on. And then cancel into the, oops, it didn't combo. See, and that's what I mean. It's different for everyone. Like, certain characters it's going to be easier to do this to than others. I'm curious to see if I can actually do this one from mid-screen. Oops, I didn't call it the helper. Hold on. Well, actually, I wasn't mid-screen that time, so that's not even going to help answer the question. Let me try to do it from mid-screen here. Nope, as you can see, from mid-screen, I wasn't able to do it because my helper couldn't reach forward enough to actually hit the opponent. But in the corner, it's a lot easier and a lot more viable because he's stuck in the corner. Boom, boom, boom. And he was actually able to recover again. So it's hard to do certain things. Let me actually try that one more time. But instead of doing the jabs, I'm going to try to do medium punch and see if I can get it to work. And that time a combo. You saw that? So here, the basic combo, I did jab launcher, medium fierce, special, helper, off the ground. Whoops, he didn't come out. Try that again. Jab special, medium heavy, special. Oop. Try it again. Jab special, medium heavy, special, helper off the ground, launch, jab jab, super. And of course it's not going to combo, which I already knew. But I tried jab jab, super. Let's try this again. Jab special, helper off the... Oop. Helper never came out. Okay. Jab special, medium heavy, special, helper off the ground, relaunch, medium super. And that combos. So you see one combo, over 60% damage because I did that off the ground. Okay. Now in addition to off the grounds, there's one other thing. It's a little bit different than on a regular off the ground. Okay. And some attacks which you're going to find when you use them, for example with Hagar, if you jump and you hold down and press heavy attack, he has this pipe that he swings. And it causes this state of bounce. See how Captain America bounced there? So once you do that, you can actually special, and look at that, you actually launch, and it creates a launching situation. So for example, in this case, I create a state of bounce, I launch, I do an air combo. Oops, let me do that again. Pipe again, it creates another state of bounce, but like we've already said, once you bounce once or twice, once you off the ground once or twice, you're not going to be able to do it again. However, there are some attacks that are made specifically to finish these kinds of bounce combos where you've already juggled once, and let me explain. Here's Hagar's super. It's actually called, I forget which I'm looking up, Hagar's Giant Press. It's toward down, down towards, plus 2 attacks together, okay? This is what it looks like normally. He jumps into the air and does a body splash. Now the one use of it is if your opponent was actually anywhere where he was when he does that super, anywhere in this general area, they get hit for multiple hits. And it's like 7 hits and big damage. But another purpose of this is if your opponent is bouncing in front of you, it'll actually hit your opponent. So I'm going to show you an example. This is just doing it once. Boosh, saw that? 2 hits, because he was bouncing, it hit him, and it did massive damage. But I want to do the biggest combo possible, so I know if I do this, I can launch the opponent once. So why not try to do that, launch, get an air combo, but then when I land and I have that second bounce, I know I can't relaunch him, I'm going to try to do the super. So watch this. Oops, I mistimed it. Let's do that again. Super. Watch this. Bam! 7 hits, monstrous damage, and that was only one person. I didn't even need to call out a helper to do that combo. So there are going to be certain characters in this game that once people figure out what are the properties of every move, what creates a character bounce, what creates a character to be able to be picked up off the ground, what helpers are really good to juggle and create a bouncing situation or a relaunching situation. This is how we're going to get the monstrous combos. And if you go, I could basically say is this, besides maybe Dante and Wesker, who seem to be characters that can move around the screen very quickly on their own and do advanced juggles on their own. Hold on, let's see if I do this again. I'm just trying to do this one particular combo with Wesker that I've seen. But it doesn't look like it's coming out right now. It probably doesn't work on Captain America, which is why I can't get it to work. I'm not sure because I've never done the combo before, but basically Wesker can do this juggle where he bounces you off the wall, teleports, can continuously hit you after the teleport. I do the easier variation of it, which is I just wait and then I launch and do an air combo like that. And that was the wrong super, and that's why it didn't actually combo off the rebounds. But anyway, that's how you're seeing all these really crazy advanced combos right now. People like Tragic and other people, you know, Yipes, they're all experimenting with this game and trying to figure out how do I do these juggles, re-juggles off the grounds, what partners bounce, what partners don't bounce. And as the game gets fleshed out more and more, we're going to figure this kind of stuff out. The very, very, very last thing that I want to mention, okay, are level 3 supers. Level 3 supers, first of all, not everyone has one from what I'm to understand. They're also called hyper combos. I'm sorry, they're supers. It's always been called a super since the first fighting game that had supers, which was Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. I'm always going to call it a super. They can fucking rename it as many times as they want. I don't give a shit. But anyway, there are certain ones that they're called level 3s. Now what that means is that you need to have at least 3 super levels in order to do these moves. Every one that I've seen is different. Some of them are throw style moves, command throw style moves, which basically means in order to do the throw. Remember I showed you what throws, you hold towards, you press heavy attack. That's Hagar's. Well, certain characters have command throws. For example, Hagar has half circle back plus heavy attack, or any attack actually. He does this crazy pile driver that does some really good damage, okay? Well, some of these level 3 combos are command throws, like this one. His is actually half circle back with 2 attacks. Watch this. This is nuts. He grabs you, suplex, giant swing, throws you into the air, follows up, and he does the original spinning pile driver. That's right, in Capcom canon, it was actually Hagar who invented the spinning pile driver, and Zangief watched Hagar in the wrestling ring and decided he wanted to emulate that move, and that's how he perfected his own version of the spinning pile driver. But anyway, that's Hagar's level 3. Let me show you Wesker's. Wesker is not a throw. Wesker actually needs to hit you. So, this is Wesker's level 3. Boom! And he has a really nice, flashy, fancy combo, jumps up, pulls a Scud missile out of his ass, and burns your ass to death. That's how you do Wesker's. So everyone has a level 3 like that. Well, almost everyone, like I said. Some characters actually don't have them. In fact, here you go. Shenko is an example of a character that does not have a level 3. So some do and some don't. I just want to see, is this the right super? No, that is not the right super. I don't even know what that was. This is the correct super. This super is extremely good for off the ground. So I do 1, 2, 3. Oops, maybe not 3. Let's do 1, 2 special. 1, 2 special. And watch this. Boosh! Off the ground. See that? There's certain supers that are just really good for it. I'll show you that again. 1, 2 special. And boom, instant off the ground, gigantic damage. Some characters are just really good for that kind of off the ground. They have supers built to be off the ground moves after like a basic air combo, and they can deal relatively big damage with those basic combos into the off the ground super. So 7 parts, and I think we finally covered all of the basics of Marvel vs. Capcom 3. My recommendation to you, as a a former pro player and someone who's trying to get back into these games, is find characters who you like, see if you can win with them, see if you can find advanced strategies, re-juggle combos, off-the-ground combos, high-damage combos, and things that basically just make them viable tournament competitors. And I just want to say this: pick who you want and try to do well with them. Don't be one of these people who just hears that, oh, Sentinel's so good, I have to have Sentinel on my team. If you like a certain combination of characters, try to use them, do your best. I'm not saying you're going to succeed, but you'll probably enjoy the game a heck of a lot more than the people that just whore out the top tiers. So, I'm DSP. I hope you enjoyed this 7-part tutorial. I might be back someday with some more, but for now, I'm signing out, and I hope you all enjoy Marvel vs. Capcom 3, The Fated Two Worlds.